And check, okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Atlanta. Today we're flying in US. And yeah, this is gonna be the flight. Atlanta to Charlotte. Charlotte is one of the main hub of American airline, I just discovered, so that's why we are bringing this nice 737 there. Yeah, nothing too complex, honestly. The only thing I'm really curious today is that when I was flying in this, I mean around here, let's say East US in 2020, there was quite some turbulence after departure. Is that a plane? No. And so I'm quite curious about that. Because, yeah, today we're in 2024, of course. Let's jump into the plane. Apart from that, it's a pretty classical ops. It's not a long flight at all. Okay. Ah, yeah, classical. Loading stuff. Okay. Then, battery. We go here, request this. Do we have... yeah, we should be able to board with Jetway today. I mean, as a matter of fact, Jetway. So yeah, first of all, I want to change my... Okay, let me start up the ground power units. Okay, let me connect everything and then we do our stuff. First of all, aircraft, restore original. I always do this. First launch of a new livery. Clear this, here, next. Fuel truck for sure. This stuff. And Jetway. Then, this is an American livery, but yeah, I have my sim brief in kilos. So, I mean, it's an American livery, so it's in pound. I want to change that, of course. Was it here, right? Simulation, I guess, or not? Maybe not. Maybe not. Option? No. Okay, aircraft. Display and back one. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So yeah, pay attention if you're changing from European livery to US or vice versa. I mean, you have to set a specific weight units on VATSIM, sorry, on SimBrief. And so yeah, be aware that you are properly set about that. One thing again, so payload empty, fuel 3 tons. Okay, I'm gonna start boarding immediately. I'm also refueling before talking of anything else. Yeah, still not able to show you my iPad. Never mind. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in a big building now. Yeah, there is a shared Wi-Fi, so Let's View is not really working properly. Let me do a sound check. Okay. I'm gonna start boarding immediately. Okay, so fuel 5.2. First of all, we are still on Unicorn, right? Yeah. It was a departure. We monitor the frequency, and we do have, of course, since we are flying in US, we have auto ATC. 2660 is the is our transponder. Wait a sec. This is the wait. Okay, never mind. It's 2660. 2660. Okay. There we go. 1228. Set. Refueling. Passenger on board 163. And start boarding. I have the door closed. Open. Yeah, I don't know why they don't open the door automatically. If you are using jetway. Okay, 2.0 here and 2.1 there. Start. Let's go. Start and let's go. Nice menu. FMC, pausing it. I don't have it, of course. Okay, align this. And yeah, let's. What? Wait a sec. Why was so fast? Simulation. No, realistic. Yeah, usually, I mean, at least in 2020, the GPS position wasn't that fast, to be honest. Whatever. Set this. Okay, let's monitor the boarding here in the meantime. Okay. Okay. Load. I'm super bright. Oh boy. Yeah, fortunately I don't have much space to set up the lights, but yeah, it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Okay, local altimeter is 30. Oops. 3026. Okay, 3026 set. That's great. Then, this is boarding. Nice. Okay, procedure. This is done, right? Yeah. So again, I don't have my. I mean, I can't share you my iPad, but I do have Navigraph on the PC as well. Okay, let's see what we got. Departure is fill 3. Transition fill. Yeah, you know that in US they have basically every single departure in one charter. Running 26 right, fill 3. Okay, take off, right turn. We have 250 knots of speed constraint here. I don't see any others. And yeah, I don't. Okay, 27 right. Climb on heading 2. Okay. Yeah, but this is the procedure, exactly. To intercept, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Nothing too crazy. It's basically a kind of a traffic pattern. Okay. Yeah, probably we can check the arrival as well, since the flight is quite short. But yeah, maybe we can do it in flight. Again, we are in US, you know, very flat. That's why I don't really fly too much around here. Nothing to see. Not that much, let's say. Okay, this is finished. Transition Hotel Romeo Tango Whiskey Lima. What's that? No. No. That's wrong. No, okay, that's fine. Yeah, because the transition is this stuff here. But no, our flight plan is basically fill and then CTRN control, let's say. And yeah, and then it's arrival already. So, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's what we have in our legs here. Okay, that's fine. In the meantime, here is boarding. Okay. Yeah, we could calculate performance already, but let's do this before. Okay, request wind. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask, of course. I remind you, we're flying the 737 from PNDG Atlanta to Charlotte. We are currently online on VATSIM, even if there is no control around here. Which is kind of interesting, considering the dimension of Atlanta, one of the biggest. I don't know about. Yeah, really dimension. Oh wow, look at this. But yeah, one of the most busy airports in the world, that's for sure. Do we got our wind or... Doesn't look like, honestly. Doesn't look like that at all to me, but... Okay, never mind. That's very interesting, by the way. Any traffic, index, performance. Not here, maybe. Performance, okay. Cruise altitude 270. Cost index 26. Reserves 2.4. 4. Great. Zero fuel weight will be 60.4. Fuel is finished. Refueling is completed. 260. 56 knots of wind. Transition is correct, of course. And now we do have performance calculation. Let me try again the wind stuff, because I don't know. Maybe now it's working. I don't think you need the cruise wind, average cruise wind, to ask for that, but let's try again. Okay, now it's working for some reason. I think I already had this problem in the past in the 737 in 2024. Yeah. Then, as always, you're gonna have another message here. Forecast uplink ready. You have to go to this. Descent page, forecast, load, and you're gonna have your wind for descending. Nice. That's fine. Great. Legs here. Okay. Baggage are loaded. Passengers still loading, but we can calculate performance anyway in the 7.3. Okay, indeed. Index, IRS aligned. Performance and one limit. Let's go here. Here. I do have wind. Okay, yeah. I do have here. Performance tool. Runway we said is 27, right? Sorry. 27, right. Okay. Import from aircraft. This is the final already. That's very cool on the 7.3. The CG, the only thing is... Oh, wow. No, sorry. This is the final. But, yeah, even if you have this... I guess is... Oh, no, wow, he's using it. This is new. So they fixed it. Wow, very interesting. So you can choose between... because this is the takeoff way, according to the to our operational. And this is the current way because we are boarding still. As you can see, in the past there was... was showing it a difference, but when you calculate it, wasn't changing at all. But now it is. Also performance are changing, right? Yeah. Wow. So that's also mean that we can... Okay, we can use this, of course. The only thing, again, you have wrong. No, well, even... no, okay. The CG, yeah. As you can see, the CG is not really changing because it's just based on our boarding. So, also your trim will be wrong. So if you calculate performance before finishing boarding the plane, be aware of your trim set. Not that it's gonna make a huge difference. It really depends. Yeah, here you don't have... okay. Classical US stuff. Okay, we're gonna see it later. Let me close this window 1 sec. Getting too cold. So yeah, either we can wait. Yeah, we can wait to finish boarding. We just have basically 10 passenger. There is a plane on final 737-900. Okay. Yeah, of course, Atlanta is full of Delta flights. Hey Arush, how are you? Initial climb 10,000. Yeah, could work, I guess. Okay, flight director, and Navina. Yeah, it's the house. I change state more than setup. Country. Okay. And we are about to finish this. Okay. Boarding completed. There we go. Yeah, I prefer to use this because it's the final. I mean, it's the gross weight and not the takeoff. The forecast on the takeoff weight. Okay. Wow, selected 35. Takeoff 2. And 35. That's pretty strong power. I'm gonna stay with climb 1. Flaps 5. 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 5. Okay. V2 plus 10, 155. Okay, great. This 5.5 on the trim. APU starts. Fuel pump. APU starting. Cruise altitude 270. And destination. Altitude 750 feet. Okay, great. Yaw damper. Alright. We're about to push back. Let's set legs here and the takeoff page. Ah, wait a sec. We have to remove some stuff, I guess, still. Okay, it's here. Okay, now this is already... Okay, we just have the jetway. Door, closed door. Okay. We are on our own, almost. We're just waiting for the APU, which is available. APU on, Pax Auto, APU bleed on. This. If you're super fast, you can. I always post in Instagram when I start streaming, by the way, in the stories. Almost always. Sometimes I forgot, but no. Today it's there. Okay. Alright. Pushback's gonna be facing south. Great. I'm wondering if they're... Yeah, I think they are hearing me. Okay. And then it's gonna be... I mean, I'm tracking the... I mean, I have the track of the real flight here, which was done with an A320. And they taxi... Okay, Lima. Okay, and then here... Not that we have to do it identical, of course. Just out of curiosity. Okay, we can use email all the way down to 26 right, of course. Okay, let's go. Wait a sec. I'll close this one moment. Menu. Here. No. Here. Release ground power unit. Remove chokes. I don't have my parking brake set. The purple parking brake is set now. My other pedal are completely off position. Now, yeah, now we can push back. Okay. All right. Fuel pump. Windows it. This stuff. Hydraulic pressure on the electrical. Beacon. Anti-collision. Packs off. Release parking brake. We are going. Transponder. Transponder is on. Traffic here, okay. Traffic there, perfect. And starting number 1. Sorry, number 2. Let's go. And 2. Let's hear the sound of the 737. And 2 rising. As always, we have to wait the 25%. 25% fueling. We're starting this. Okay. All right. Starting number 1. And 2 rising. Pushback completed, parking brake set. I'm gonna arm door already, otherwise I will forgot. We don't care about this. Well. Gear door management. Arm all. Okay. Traffic on final, as you can see there. Yeah, 1 on final. Oh, an A350 around the airports. That's great. Oh, I forgot fueling. It's not really a problem if you forget to set up fueling. It's way more important not doing it before the 52% of ensure. Sorry, 25% of ensure. Okay, let me lower this nasty volume. It's going for you. Yeah. It's great. Then terrain. Weather radar. Weather here. This is fine. Now we can go to takeoff page. Takeoff. Okay, great. Okay, flaps 5. We have to set the trim. I forgot about the trim. No, we set it. Sorry. What a sound. Okay. Let's go. No controller. No controller. Auto throttle is arm. Continuous it's auto, sorry, we don't need it. Taxi light. Maybe this is a good idea to do. Auto valve, this is closed. APU can go off now. Anti-collision lights, let's do a check here. Okay. Anti-collision light, taxi light. This is auto as well. Let's go. Turn traffic, American 3236, taxi. Ramp 1 west, then Lima, runway 27 right. Let's go. Okay, check the brake. Oh, we need so much power. 13 degrees outside. Nice flight in US. Long time we don't fly here. I'm not really used to fly US, you know that. I like West US, you know, the Salt Lake City area, Denver, Wyoming, Montana, Utah. Here, not really a fan because it's super flat, basically. Would be really good. I mean, on the contrary, if we had real life traffic, for example, would be really interesting in Atlanta because it's a very busy airport. So we should need an AI, ATC, and real traffic. Would be really, really cool to do. I don't know if they implement now. I mean, I guess so, because it's have been forever. On Beyond ATC, if they implement traffic injection, and which kind of traffic injection. It's not a short taxi at all today. We could have to take an interception maybe. But never mind, we're gonna enjoy a little bit Atlanta Airport. It's also super short flight, so it's okay. Okay, left here. This is Lima. Alright. Ah, that was a longitude landing. Let's see, there is an A350. I mean, there is an A350 and a 7.6. Wow. What a plane. 7.6, 7.5. 757 probably one of. I mean, it's one of probably my favorite Boeing plane. I mean, there is the 7.4 of course, but 7.5 was at this point because it's super rare now, at least in Europe. Was an incredible plane, super interesting at the time, super old also. Extremely powerful, very good range. I mean, very honest range, let's say. You could do across the pond with a 7.5, I guess. It's that typical medium range plane with good passenger capability. Yeah. And you know, since the very beginning of 2020, there's a developer developing the 757, which is a blue. I don't remember the name. I mean, I've been so much. I mean, that was so long ago that I couldn't even remember the name. That's a 7. Okay, that's a 7.6. That's an A350. They do a lot of regional flight with the 7.6 in US. You know it. I would be curious to see if I can hear myself. So I'm gonna do an auto radio check just to see if I'm able to hear them. Not like that, maybe. It's like this, right? Yeah. Okay. I can't talk because. Okay, let me change frequency for a second. Come on. 1, 2. Wow. Apparently not. Ooh. Ah, no, wait. My bad. Okay. Auto radio check done. So yeah, if you don't know, just put the same frequency on above radio. Activate transmitting and receiving on the one, and just receiving on the second radio, and you will see if you are able to hear yourself on the network. Okay. Super quiet Atlanta today. Yeah, we did a super long taxi. Maybe we should have taken. I don't know if we do have. Now we can't. I mean, we can adjust the runway length if we want to have an interception, but I have to navigate through charts and see. Yeah, and see it. It's not easy. Maybe I'm gonna take the next one to the right side. I don't want to taxi anymore. Not this, but the first entry on the runway, let's see. Okay, P is off, right? Yeah. This is auto. I don't. Oh, it took forever to change power setting. Okay, slow down. Running turn off. Stop. Turn traffic. American 3236 lining up, taking off 27 right. Oops. Maybe not like that. Landing lights. Alright. Let's go. I'm really curious about the turbulence. As I told you at the beginning of the live stream, when I was flying in these areas here in 2020, it was quite common to have turbulence after departure or during approach. So let's see. I think I did this same flight with the Southwest. Let's go. 40%. Look at the 7.6. Of course, nobody else is talking on VATSIM. That's great. Don't do that. Brake release. Okay. Oh yeah. Look at the 7.6. Right there. Lovely, lovely plane. Let's go. A bit of crosswind.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Wow, that was very interesting, honestly. Oh, slow down, guy. Slow down, Tiger. Autopilot. We had wind pushing us to the right, but the plane was shifting to the left. It was very interesting. Anyway, let's increase a little bit this. Speed check. Flaps. 1. This is all photogrammetry, of course. We are in Atlanta area. Wow, look at that. The cars there. Oh, that's very realistic. Very, very cool. And flaps. Let's go this side. Flaps up. I flew in Atlanta. I remember this kind of house areas. It's really cool to see from the plane. Okay, acceleration. Increase. Reminder, we have to stop at flight level 270 today. This can goes off. This can goes off. This as well. Anything else? No. This stays on for the moment. And yeah, we can go direct to Zala immediately. Let's go. Right turn. Wow, what a sound. And we're gonna see Atlanta Airport soon. Beating. There we have it. Atlanta Airport. We took off running 27 right, which is this one. And a reminder, we're going to Charlotte. We can go direct to Gulf. We're gonna have tailwind on top of that. Well, yeah, we have to check procedure quite immediately because it's a very short flight. Okay, let's go. Let's see the turn here. That was a cool departure. I mean, quality. I mean, it's not super high in every single US area, but yeah, here is very cool. Very cool, I have to say. Very cool. With the custom default airport, of course, that really adds.
Altanta-Charlotte, Delta 1372, heavy takeoff, runway 27 right.
Okay, finally someone is talking. Alright. 10,000 feet, acceleration, landing lights off, seatbelts auto, final altitude is set. Okay. Yeah, let's check the arrival immediately. So we are done. Okay, arrival is, well, 5 knots of tailwind. Let's see if they are still using runway 36 in Charlotte. Yeah, I guess they are doing it. I could have used this as well, but no, we're gonna do the real flight style. 36 left for us, so it's gonna be the Jones 5 transition control, something like that, to Kile or Kele, whatever it is. That approach is ILS. 36 left. Yeah, okay. Ah, yeah, of course, classical radar vectoring, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. This is typical from US, not having any info. I mean, not having any link from approach and arrival. You're supposed to do radar vectoring, but to be honest, in US is not rare at all that they are gonna ask you to do a visual approach. It's quite typical. And I have this big question, which I could have searched, of course. Could have asked to ChatGPT, for example, just to have an idea. If they still, I mean, even for example, in this case, you do have an ILS, so it means that you have an ILS frequency, an ILS system on ground that provides you, of course, lateral and vertical navigation. So the question would be, even if they go visual, are they setting up the frequency and the course for the ILS? Okay, that's great. And I think I'm gonna ask that to ChatGPT right now. In US, when they do visual approaches, do they set the ILS frequency? Anyway, if there is one, yes. Okay, usually yes. When you crew will often tune and identify the ILS frequency if one is available. Backup, yeah, of course. It does make a lot of sense, of course. Yeah, makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, let's set up the ILS frequency. Anyway. Of course, the minima change, of course, but yeah. When they call you visual, they are asking if you have the airport inside, so you're supposed to see the airport already. Okay, course is 003, and the frequency for the ILS today is 10015. 10015 set, 10015 set. Great. All right. Again, will be a very short flight. Then on ground, I'm trying to do the stuff. I mean, the flight very realistically today. So on ground, we do have, as you can see. Okay, I closed it, but yeah, basically this was the real flight from this morning, and the gate he had on the arrival was Charlie 3. I mean, not Charlie. Okay. Charlie 3, C3. Whatever, which is here. So we're gonna land the exact same runway. 36 left. We're gonna take November. Oh wow, look at the taxi. Okay, I'm not gonna do that, of course. That's very interesting. I'm gonna cross probably on Victor 5. Victor 5, and then Echo, and to Charlie 3. If it's available. I don't think we're gonna have blue line or a line in the default scenery. It's a default scenery, unfortunately. Weather at Charlotte is VFR condition. Broken. Okay, we have high altitude clouds. And someone is writing to me for some reason. Ah, no, it's the automated ATC, I guess. Yeah, okay. So let's see what we got. If you may receive automated guidance to assist your control, blah blah blah. Atlanta descent via Jones 5 arrival. The Charlotte altimeter 30 no separation service. So basically, the auto ATC is telling me to descend already. I'm not gonna do it for now, of course. And I'm gonna give myself a direct probably. Speaking of which, let's see if we have any below altitude constraint. I guess we do. Yeah, we are plenty of that. Classical, I mean, typical of US. So in this case, I'm gonna go direct to Chile or Chile or whatever is that called very soon, probably. Also, do we have any arrival? Yeah, we have a plane landing now, which is an A321. So at top of descent, I'm gonna go direct to... Oh wow, it's telling me to descend already, even if the top of descent is there. That's very strange, honestly. But at least he gave me the arrival, which is exact the same I have here on... I mean, I'm from Simbrief. Terrain can goes off. And weather radar, please. Yeah, super flat area, of course. But it's fine. I mean, we do have already our A320. Maybe I can bring the the 737 from wait a sec. Southwest. My gears are terrible. Sorry about that. I want to check something. Southwest. Yeah. So, okay, of course, now he's in Baltimore. Denver. Okay, Denver is cool, of course. It's very cool, actually. Even though we don't have many options. It's called Southwest, but yeah, of course, there are many flights in Southwest, indeed. But yeah, Montrose, Hayden. Yeah, nothing extremely cool, honestly. Yeah, I think I can bring my Southwest. The legendary Southwest. I did that tour of US completed. On the only tour I completed until now. Wait a sec. Level off, vertical speed, 1000 feet per minute. Let's do a proper level off, and then I'm gonna show you the legend. Okay, legendary plane. I need an altitude acquiring. I mean, okay. Great. So, who was this guy here? Look at this. I did all the tour of US with him. Real ops. So I was doing only Southwest real flight. But it's a 700. Okay. Okay, in this case I can generate a new one because I do have two. I mean, sorry, not two. I have United, but it's a 900. It's in New York. This one we're flying today is 800, so probably another one. We're using a lot of Delta, so we can do... Southwest could be interesting. Probably not the best, honestly. Maybe United. United is yeah, but we have to pay attention because many of those flights are done with CRJ. Still, indeed, CRJ, CRJ, CRJ. That's why it would be very cool to have a bus here. Yeah, but this is the same area of. Okay, I have to think about, but I'm gonna generate probably a new 737-800 for the west of US. American Airlines is not really interesting. For what I remember, it's not really flying too much there. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, yeah. No, as you can see, yeah, they are more focused on this big triangle of US. Delta is interesting, but I already have. I already have A319. United, I do have a 737-900. Oh boy. But yeah. A lot of flights here from Denver. Yeah, but again, the problem is that they are using a lot of CRJ. Which is kind of course, we can do the ops anyway. I not really. I mean, you know that I do real ops, but I only consider the airline. I'm not loving to do that in US specifically because call sign are quite different from 737 to CRJ, so it would be. Well, you can do it, of course, but for me it would be a little bit strange to use a CRJ call sign to do. 737 flight. They also, if you don't know, I think they're free. So from Denver, for example, because it's kind of a secondary airline, but all three, United, American Airlines, and Delta are using the same call sign for local flight here. Check this. Okay, Denver. This is. Okay, this is not Denver. Sorry. No. Okay. Not arrival, departure. For example, I don't know. Okay, with the 73 is United. Okay, classical call sign. But if you check CRJ, look at that. I guess it's SkyWest. SkyWest. United flight SkyWest 4765. But then, if you check, for example, well, definitely United is the main here. So if you check, there we go. Embraer, Delta flight SkyWest, and American Airlines is the same. So in this area, all the regional flights are done under SkyWest. It doesn't really matter if they are United, American Airlines, or all Delta. It's basically based on the plane. If they're flying CRJ or Embraer, they are using SkyWest call sign. Very interesting, though. So. Okay, there is an 80 on Charlotte. Ah, we have control. Okay. Now will be very interesting. Are we already in the arrival, right? I guess so. Yeah, we are. We are. Okay, let me check the 80s. Inspect visual approach. 36 left, as I told you. But yeah, we're gonna do an LS anyway. 132 975. 9 or 75, right? One three two. 9 or 75. 132. 9 or 75. This is the other, right? Yeah. Nobody's talking on frequency. This is very strange. Now we should descend as well. Yeah, we have to descend. But yeah, okay. Let us see.
2508, we do. Are you on a downwind for 24?
Yeah, we're kind of on a
Okay.
bit of a down, kind of dog-like down for 24, leaving 4,600 for 4,000.
United 2508, Atlanta Center, you are radar contact. The Birmingham altimeter is 3020. You have the airport in sight?
3020,
United 2508, clear visual approach runway 24.
Hello, American 3236 is into Josie 5 arrival. Soon direct cake.
That was two of y'all at once.
Hang on to American 3236 is on Josie 5 arrival to Charlotte.
American 3236, Atlanta Center, your radar contact. Descend via the Jonesy 5 arrival. Charlotte's landing north, altimeter 3022.
Send by arrival, altimeter 3022, American 3236.
Global Express, flight level 390.
Yeah, we have to descend then.
7 miles from Accord.
Immediately. We are way out.
Global
higher.
Express, I'm looking for you. Where you at? What airport?
We're just
No, okay, we're
flight
fine.
level
We're
390. We're going into Tampa.
We do have.
Alright, I don't think you're in my airspace. Stay on my frequency if I find you.
No, we're completely fine. We have to be okay. Descent via arrival means that we have to be at 7,000 feet at Chile or whatever is that. So yeah.
Is it Global Express 296?
Roger, correct.
I got you. Yeah, you are just now entering Jacksonville airspace. You can change back to advisory frequency. Have a good flight to Tampa.
Okay,
change
standby
to
is
advisory,
3022. We already said the approaching case, but it's gonna be visual. We do have the ILS frequency. I'm gonna use the ILS just also to enjoy a little bit the area, you know.
Yeah, American 3250, and
Okay,
currently on the ground, Birmingham, facing east on Alpha. Request a 9-fire clearance to Charlotte.
250, clearance is on request. Give me about 30 seconds.
Wait a sec. Why my speed is so low? No.
American 3250, you can continue your taxi if you're ready to runway 24 via Alpha, cross runway 36.
Yeah, we continue that taxi to runway 24 via Alpha and the cross runway to 36, American 3250.
Yeah, we're very slow.
United 2508, the Birmingham winds 200 at 8 knots, runway 24 clear to land.
24 clear to land, 2508.
Okay, let's go down. See if the controller is too high for you.
American 3250, you're clear to the Charlotte Airport via radar vectors. Chia, then the SPILE, climb maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after, squawk 5350.
Well, this is not my... There's a plane with a very similar course sign.
We're cleared to the Charlotte Airport. The radar vectors China then has filed an initial climb out to 10,000. Squawk 5350 and expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Sorry if my IFR readback was pretty messy. I didn't really write anything down.
Nope, you got it all good. It's 330 for the final. Everything else is correct.
Roger, thanks. 330 for the final.
Birmingham altimeter 3020.
Wow, we're shooting this.
3020.
Okay, level change.
Atlanta Center, hello, Blue Streak 9973. We're level off at 6,000 on our way to Charlotte. We've got Gulf on board, and if possible, we'd like to take the ILS 36 right.
Blue Streak 9973 to maintain 4,000. Expect the ILS.
Looks like we are super high to me, but
4,000, and we'll expect the ILS 36 right.
okay. After cake, we can descend Josie. Okay.
American 3236. Which runway did you set up for?
36 left. American 3236.
Roger. You can expect the visual approach 36 left.
Visual 36 left. American 3236. Okay, this is a good controller. It's really.
Blue Streak 9973. Turn right heading 270.
I can understand him pretty well. And he's not that obvious in US.
Down to 3 for us.
Okay, we can descend 11,000 feet now. Okay, now, yeah, we definitely need. We have mandatory altitude 7,000 at Chile. And so, yeah, speed brakes.
The Christian American 3250, we're ready at the end.
Let's go down.
After 3250, hold short landing traffic.
Oh, you hold short.
Again, in case we have the less frequency.
United 2508, left turn
It's a
18.
visual
allow
approach,
to
but
direct.
I'm gonna hit approach and do the ILS anyway, just because. Yeah. Just because I want to enjoy the area. If I have to fly the plane and do the
Blue Streak 9973, just speed to 190 left.
approach as well,
190
I
left, Blue Streak,
definitely couldn't do it properly. I'm gonna set up a minima. I mean, minima is a category 3 Bravo arrival with the ILS. I'm gonna set up radio altimeter.
Blue Streak 9973, turn right heading 330, maintain 3,000 till established on localized clear to all left runway 36 right approach.
I guess in case of go around,
330 and 3,000 till 7.
we
clear to
have
ILS runway
to
36
yeah,
right
just
approach.
runway heading and then
And
wait for radar factory. But the
American
runway is
3250 on departure, you can proceed direct to Chia, wind 200.
well, it's not that long. It's
knots, runway
2,700
24,
meters. It's not short, but
On
not that
departure
long.
direct to Chia, and then
Yeah, I had to
for takeoff.
lower the volume of VATSIM for you. Gonna increase it for me, but it's pretty high for you. Okay. All right. We're doing okay. Not too good on the altitude. Also, we will have to slow down, which is not the best news, of course. Terrain. I don't think we will need terrain, but terrain on in case. And arrival performance 36 left. Auto brake 3. I think it's too much. Wow. Wow. And we do have tailwind, of course.
On request. Blue Streak 9973, wind
I'll do
170,
auto brakes
5
anyway,
knots, runway 36
in case we
right,
can do
clear to
manual
land.
braking.
36 right, clear to land. Blue Streak 9973.
Yeah, it seem. I mean, volume seems pretty high to me now. Okay.
American 1085, you're cleared to the Charlotte Airport via radar vectors on the spawn. Climb maintain 10,000, expect
Still very high.
factor. I'll be your departure frequency, squawk 2655.
Okay. Yeah, it's still very high for you, controller.
Radar vectors, file, maintain 10,000, 190, 190, 190.
The controller at least. some traffic, not really.
American 1085, read back is correcting. Expect runway 22, altimeter 3021, advisory ready to taxi.
I'm gonna go full speed brakes because it looks like we're pretty high to me.
One mobile morning taxi, American 1085.
Okay, descend 7,000.
American 3250, airport passage 2700 for 10
Especially with the kind of traffic.
American 3250, Atlanta Center radar contact, climbing team flight level 330.
330, make
I have to lower the sim, otherwise I couldn't hear the controller properly. Altimeter is correct, right? Yeah. We're gonna have radar vector soon. Airport.
American 3236, proceed direct to Nuxie.
Naxi. Direct Naxi, American 3246.
That's correct. American 3236, descend and maintain 5000.
And descend and maintain 5000, American 3246.
Atlanta Center, good afternoon, Southwest 1146, flight level 390, about 40 south of Charlotte.
Southwest 1146.
That was tricky because it was a
Radar contact
waypoint
390.
of the ILS procedure, so we got visual. Of course, I have the ILS for as a backup.
Weather ahead of us. We see a pretty tall
Probably they
cloud,
expect
but,
you to do
not
that.
really sure if it has precip or not.
Yeah, this traffic is so loud.
The only weather I have is over by Memphis.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
But yeah, I was saying that would have been interesting. Okay, slow down. We're doing okay now, I guess. Okay, but yeah, let's slow down like that. 10,000 feet here.
Blue Streak 9973, you can roll it down to Charlie 10 and then taxi to the ramp.
Lights here. Okay, CRJ landing. Our stand is Charlie 3, in case he's asked. Continue descent fast for the moment. Look at the airport there. I remind you we're flying from Atlanta
American 3236, cross Nuxie at about 5000, cleared ILS runway 36 left approach.
Okay. Cross Nuxie 5000 and clear ILS 36 left, American 3236. Okay. So this is an ILS, not a visual anymore. Was a little bit confusing to me. Also in the 80s is visual. Yeah, visual approach. Whatever, I mean, it's fine. It's not a problem at all. Okay, we're perfect on 5000 there. We are on the glide at the moment. Auto brake set. Speed brake out. I'm gonna maintain that out for now. Another airport. Yeah, US is extremely plenty of airports. Delayed. What? There's a static? No. Okay. So 7 miles and we will turn on final. Localizer arms. Never mind that. Yeah, we are below the path, but I see the glide very close to us, so I would continue. Have the speed brake out for the moment. 20 miles. Okay. Alright, speed brake armed and in. Localizer armed. $1,000 to go. Yeah, down view. What the fuck? Look at that. Yeah, you saw the bug. Zoom. On the turn. Heading on final. Okay. Still there, right? Yeah. Approach. Okay. Wow, 70 knots of crosswind. We expect 5 knots of tailwind. Actually, I forgot that. So 151 for the approach. Speed on up. Lights. Okay, speed check. Gear down. Okay. Control American 3236 will establish. 36 left.
American 3236 to roger the wind 170 at 5 knots, runway 36 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, American 3236. Okay. We are clear to land. 12 mile, speed check. Flaps. Flaps 1. Okay. Speed on 1. 151 the approach speed. Okay. So as always, 737 is not the plane I mean the 2024 737 is not the plane I like to fly the most, to be honest. So I will try my best. Will be very interesting approach to shoot. A couple of traffic on ground. A380? Oh, no, sorry.
2500.
My bad. Okay, speed. Sorry, flaps 5. Speed on 5. Okay, let's see this side as well. With the lake of Charlotte. I mean, lake close to Charlotte. Look at these places. This is photogrammetry as well. No, this is not photogrammetry. Okay, flaps 15. Speed on 15. Alright. Taxi light. Nobody's talking of freeways. Can we land with the... No. No. Not today at least. The altimeter. Not today. Super quiet. Ah, yeah, there's just a bunch of traffic at the moment. Okay, speed. Sorry, flaps 30. Approach speed 151. Alright. It's pretty fast approach speed. Oh, we are quite heavy.
Runway,
I like this
taxi
cloud.
runway 22, the altimeter is 3021.
Okay. Alright, auto throttle off. Autopilot off. It's going visual.
Plus 100. Minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Hold it. Touchdown, reverse. Manual braking, I would say. Reverse in.
American 3236, taxi Whiskey, November, Victor 5, hold short of 36 center.
Taxi Whiskey November, Victor 5, and offshore 36 center, American 3236. Wow, that was cool. Yeah, we definitely needed the auto brake free, probably. Oops. But yeah, as always with manual braking, and probably would have stopped anyway. We float a little bit. We were on the touchdown zone still. And a little bit of floating. Okay, this guy goes off. Strobe lights, I'm gonna maintain that on since we have to cross the runway. So Victor 5, okay. APU start. Welcome to Charlotte. Yeah, as you noticed, I used to lose speed. That's quite common when I approach the 7.3. That's because I'm trying to, of course, to lower the pitch. I mean, to pitch down the plane, so I reduce power, this is what you're supposed to do in a plane, of course. Yeah, the reactivity is not very different, as I told you many times, compared to 2020. And yeah, since I saw some real pilots saying that the flight model is not the best, I guess he's not the best. I don't think I'm that wrong on the approach. We see future updates. Wow, there is no outside or what? 6 degrees outside. It's cold, but not that cold, let's see. Oh, so we do have a couple of traffic from ground. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. You have to also to consider that we have an approach speed which was 151. Our
American 1085 on departure, fly heading of 180, the wind 180.
So our VREF was 146. So
On departure, fly heading 180.
it's not the end of the world, of course. But yeah, probably. I mean, in my opinion, in 2020, the approach technique, with it using, of course, the throttle to pitch up and pitch down, and not really losing or gaining speed, indicated speed, was a little more accurate, to be honest. Okay, right on Victor. Flight director can goes off. All right. Victor 5 is the next to the left. So no update, I mean, it was like a week and a half I wasn't flying the 7.3, no update since now. So we'll see in the future. Okay, now we're gonna receive additional taxi instruction. I do have a stand in case. Okay. We should hold here. I don't know if there is
Sorry, American 3236, cross runway 36 center, you taxi straight into the ramp. Have a good day.
Crossed 36 center and to the ramp, American 3236, thank you very much.
American 1085, Atlanta Center, you are radar contact. I maintain flight level 190, proceed direct.
So we want
banker.
to, we want the stand,
American 1085.
Charlie 3. Let's do that. Okay, yeah. Great. So straight ahead here. Yeah, and then into the ramp. We're gonna do all the circle around. Let's see if also if it's empty. I remind you that in US they generally don't give you a stand. Can happen that they ask you. I mean, you can tell them that you have no idea, of course. Usually either they just taxi you into the ramp as we are entering now, or they ask you which stand you want to park. So be prepared in case. Okay, this is yellow line. Of course, there is yellow in real life. There is yellow, yellow, blue, and orange line. We are in the orange line actually. Oh, short flight, but 1 hour and 20 minutes of live stream already. Not a short apparently. Oh well, there is a plane there. I have to park right after. This is the American airline. Okay, this guy. Okay, but he doesn't even have a flight plan, so I don't think he will move, to be honest. Yeah, he doesn't even have a flight plan. And the other one, there was a CRJ, right? I don't see any CRJ around the area.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 2921, flight level 360.
Okay, I want to park it there, basically.
Northwest of Greensboro.
Let's go, let's accelerate a bit, otherwise it will take forever. That was cool, I mean, with controller and everything. I usually don't fly much in US, you know it. I mean, two main reasons. Scenery is not incredible. I mean, apart from West US, it's pretty flat, especially.
Atlanta Center, can you read Southwest 2921?
All this area here is completely low lands.
2921 Atlanta Center, your radar contact 360.
And secondly, controller, in my opinion, are not always that good as today. Sometimes it's pretty hard to understand them, to be honest. And you know, it's very important for an European, especially, to that they talk properly, because
American 1085, you can plan a visual approach runway 3600.
Because there's a plane on fire, I guess. No, okay. Because procedures are quite different in US compared to Europe, so it's way more important that they are pretty sharp. Taxi off. All right.
Southwest 1146, you're leaving my airspace. Radar service terminate. Bring change crew. Have a good rest of your flight to pit.
Frequency change of bird, thanks, 39.
Okay, make set. Locks off. P-bleed stays off. Beacon lights. Okay, let's connect everything. No. Chokes. Disarm door. Door disarm and cross check.
American 1085, descend via the bank for 5 arrival.
Okay.
Banker 5, we have golf.
Request.
American 1085, thank you for that. Altimeter is 3022.
Request that. Let's
Let's
wait for the other stuff.
Passing 290 with the weather at Santa County.
Okay. Fuel
355 Atlanta Center, you are radar contact. It's going to maintain
and
One-
loaders.
12,000, the Charlotte Altimeter 3020.
Okay.
20 to maintain 12,000.
Ground power unit. And now
We're gonna spend
AP off.
booking.
This is fine. This is fine. This goes off. This goes off as well.
1465 Atlanta Center, descend via the
And, okay.
arrival. Excuse me, Cis 4 arrival, Atlanta finding left altimeter 302.
Here we are.
And relative
Ah, we didn't open the door.
arrival, altimeter 3020. 1465.
I'm sorry, descend via the Jedi
Open.
4 arrival.
Okay.
Did I fire?
All right. That was yeah. That was cool. Again, not really for the surrounding, but it was cool to have basically full control. I mean, well, right after departure, not really right after, but on grace, we had control. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Wish you a nice evening. If you like, subscribe, and see you next